The first 40 years he was a somebody. The second 40 years he was a nobody. The third 40 years he found out what God could do with a nobody. And the most amazing thing is this psalm, when you read Psalm 90, I encourage you to read the whole psalm. This was written by Moses when he was 80 years old and he thought his life was about over. And he goes, teach us to number our days that we can, I hope I've learned some wisdom here, Lord. I hope something has happened within these 80 years, but not much. He thought his life was over. And here's my message to you today. Your best days are ahead of you. You might be already 80 years old. Maybe you're 90. You know what? Your best days are ahead of you. Why is that? Because God has a destiny for every one of us. And God will accomplish something through us as we just open ourselves to Him. So what happened really in Moses' life, it took 80 years for him to be emptied of self. In the first 40 years, he was full of self. In the second 40 years, he was emptied of self. And in the third 40 years, God used a man who was devoid of self, empty of self, who said, God, I can't do anything, but if you could use me, I'm available. And God used him powerfully. I believe God will use you powerfully that same way.